Hi guys, it's Kara from Goddess to Goodness. I'm changing it up a little bit today. And so if you're new here, I normally don't do videos in this orientation. If you are a seasoned veteran of my channel, then you'll notice that I am usually face to face with the camera. I'm just trying to set up mostly just so you guys can see the cards and just kind of see how I work things. If you like this, leave your comments in the leave your comments down below. And yeah, so well, let's get into this. So I'm actually doing a reading in regards to the energies of Mercury going into Scorpio. All right, and so that's happening, I believe, this Friday. All right, so we just had Mercury and Mars retrograde. Mars is going direct, I believe, tomorrow. Depends on what day you're watching this, but Wednesday, at least here in the States. And then we have Mercury going into Scorpio, I believe, on Friday, as well as a new moon tomorrow. We have a lot going on with energy, okay? Jupiter is also transiting Pluto, I believe. So we got a lot of energies going on, but specifically, I want to talk about Mercury going into Scorpio because this is going to affect communication. It's going to affect our thoughts. And so it might affect like technology or, information, documents, things like that. So I'm going to read today for the Mercury going into Scorpio energy, and this is for all signs, okay? And so I call in my highest self, my I am presence, my spirit guides, my ascended masters, teams of light, and any other loving supportive energies that would like to work with me today. Okay, and so you guys can see here, I have, for some reason, I was really drawn to pull mostly oracle decks, okay? I only have one tarot, and I don't know why they had me do that. I might grab other tarot, but they wanted me to pull oracle decks today. Okay, so, Spirit, what information, what are the major energies that this Mercury in Scorpio will bring forward for us? What are the major energies here in regards to Mercury going into Scorpio? What are the main energies for the collective? Okay. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Hold on. Is there another card in here? Huh. Let's see. I'm usually pretty organized. I thought I saw something. Hold on. Oh, no. It's flipped, but I feel like I'm supposed to take that because it really stood out. Okay. So we'll see. Oh my gosh. My guides are so cool. Jeez. The tree of illumination, truth, revelations, and understanding. Okay. That makes perfect sense with Mercury and Scorpio. Scorpio is all about the darkness, and Mercury is all about communication. Communication, truths, and whatever. And so, like, if you can, like, see the look on my face, I'm, like, dying over here. So, anyways, my guides are pretty awesome, but they're just confirming what that energy is. So, first card out, we have truths, revelations, and things coming to light. Okay, wow. So, secrets may be being revealed. Give me two more cards here. And this is a number 7, which is also... says to me that that's an energy of like spiritual, like awakening or like personal growth or really like in the development process. Okay. Homeward traveler, and it's a 21, which the math comes to mind right away. 7, it's divisible by 7 3 times, so those numbers kind of those mean something. Anyways, homeward traveler, completion, reunion, return. Huh. Okay. And I'm going to clarify these more as I get into it. So Spirit, give me one more for major themes for Mercury and Scorpio for the collective, please. Mercury and Scorpio. Whoa. We have 3. Okay. Well, yeah, okay. I feel like I'm supposed to take those. All right. All right. So what I'm getting right off the bat here is okay. So with the tree of illumination here, what I'm getting is like I'm getting this tree of life, and like if you notice up here, this is like the higher knowledge, the higher perspective, right? Because if you know the story of the tree of life, like this is us down here, okay, the Malkuth. That's like the earthly world. As we ascend and we develop spiritually in our soul, in our life purpose, in our blueprint, whatever, we begin to travel up the tree into different parts and into different branches of the tree. So there's, I believe, 12 branches or something like that in the tree of life in the story, and each one represents like heart or like beauty. And actually this is interesting because one of the oracle decks that I chose actually uses that formula of the tree of life. But anyways, this is ascension up here. This is the higher knowledge. This is the knowledge of like our highest selves, right? And so it's also seeing the tree from above the branches, right? It's like about seeing the whole picture, the bigger picture, as opposed to just being down here. And that's kind of the story with the tree of life. As humans, we kind of just are aware of what goes on down here, right? Until we start to grow and ascend and travel up this tree, until we start to ascend to that higher knowledge, that higher perspective. Then we become aware and cognizant of like all the rest of the stuff. But before that happens, we're only aware of like our immediate surroundings, right? As humans. Okay. And then I'm seeing this here as well. Like it's the same energy here. We have this mountain. All right. But I believe these, like right here, it's like almost like we have these spirit guides, these orbs. It's like we have these spirit guides that help us, because this right here represents emotion to me. And then this is like, again, that higher perspective, that way of looking at things from like a larger point of view, a more mature point of view. All right. And it says completion, reunion, return. And kind of what I'm getting with this, it's like returning to the purity of yourself, right? So we may be in an energy of where it's like we may understand like looking at our human existence and like our day-to-day life and being like, wow, I've been like on autopilot and I'm in this situation or this job or in these types of feelings or whatever it is for you. It's going to pertain differently to everybody because this is general. But I'm starting to get warm. That's when the energy's getting crazy. All right. But what I'm getting here is that it's like returning home to yourself. To like, and like, look how pure this is. Like, I'm getting like that, like Mount Everest kind of energy, like crystal clear water, just pure. It's like the purest water that exists, right? And yeah, and I'm just getting, it's like the sense of like being refreshed or purified, like returning home to our essence. And our essence, like that's who we're born to be before we go through all the trials and tribulations of life here on earth, and before we experience hardships and disappointments and betrayals, we start in that pure place, right? We start in a place where that is our pure self. Like as children, as babies, we're born pure. But then we go through life and, we have expectations, and then we have expectations that weren't fulfilled, or we have just level like certain obligations, certain certain things that become, maybe feeling like burden or duty, or like, well, I'm not doing this because out of my heart because it makes my heart happy. I'm doing this because it's like my responsibility, my duty. again, that autopilot type of, like, just gotta like pay the bills and do the thing and blah 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 and like grind it out, you know what I mean? So I feel like in regards to whatever situation that might be for you, you're gonna have like something's gonna be revealed in regards to that. It might not necessarily be revealed from like another person. It might just be like come to light within you. Do you know what I mean? Kind of where you have like a recognition or like a realization or an epiphany. Excuse me. Something along those lines. Then I get these three cards right here. Okay. So, all right. So, what I'm getting here is that, like, whatever calls your heart and makes you feel like in that playful, pure, like, childlike energy. Why isn't that getting clear? Come on. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Why isn't that clearing up? What the hell? All right. Anyways, I don't know why that's not clearing up. Weird. So, the dolphin collar. It says pure, joyful friendships and loving help. Okay. So, what I love about this, it's about that purity and that enjoyment in life, but it's also about like living from like that pure heart space, right? So, as humans, yeah, we have responsibility, we have human life, we have human things we have to do, pay the bills and, take care of family and like whatever that is. All right, go to work every day. But if your life is just that, and there's no like nothing that like makes your heart feel like wide open, or nothing that makes you shine from the inside, right? Like nothing that like brings out that spirit in you, that playful, joyful thing. Like if there's nothing there, it as humans, we're not meant to just be in the Malkuth here. We're meant to integrate both, okay? So the top of the tree here is like joy, bliss, faith, and just faith in goodness, faith in opportunity, faith in abundance, okay? As humans, we can kind of get bogged down in that like, that drudgery energy, right? So what spirit is saying here is that you might be discovering or maybe feel called to call out that like dolphin energy, that like playful, funny, silly kind of, just joyful, abundant, just because energy, right? Like just something where it feels nice. Because sometimes we feel like being an adult or something like that is like it has to be boring, or it has to be obligation, or it has to be, you know, work, right? But I feel like recognizing the fact that you even as an adult you need to play, that's actually like a sign of maturity, like realizing that you need that for yourself. All right. So I feel like that's going to come up because I feel like there's this like sense of like when you do this, you'll feel like renewed and rejuvenated. All right. Because I feel like there's like definitely an energy of being like in mucky, heavy water, right? Feeling like maybe overwhelmed or like in the mud, you know what I mean? Like heavy. Maybe things weren't clear, like murky water, right? But the lotus rises from the murky water and it turns into this beautiful blossom full of wisdom, full of insight, full of purity, strength, and beauty. That's exactly what these represent here. So again, it says open like the lotus, flowering spirit, revelation, and maturity. This is beautiful. And I really feel like you may be guided here and have like a little bit of help from, maybe spirit guides of yours or, crossed over relatives. Um, okay. And so then we have here Temple of Dreams, sacred dreams, prophecies, and dream journeys. So you may be receiving information in dreams, or the other thing that I'm getting is like you may actually be receiving answers, like, or like this is maybe where your revelations or your realizations or your epiphanies come from. Okay, your dreams may actually be like speaking to you, but also what I feel like is here is when you open like the flower, and I'm just being drawn, this is another seven. Okay, two and a five, it breaks down to a seven. And then if you look here, it's one and a five, that breaks down to a six. So there's an obvious progression here, like a development, right? A progression. So like you're gonna move forward if you allow this play energy to, if you discover ways to call in that play energy, you're going to progress. Okay. And like we're conditioned and we're programmed to feel like, well, if you want to play that's immature, you're regressing or you're going backwards. No, 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 no. You have to have that. You have to have the balance, right? You can't just do all one and not the other. It's balance. Right. And then so here it's the temple of dreams. So again, like these revelations or epiphanies might come through in dreams. But what I'm getting here is along with this progression, okay, because it goes six, seven, and then this would break down to a nine. All right. So again, progression. I feel like this will help lead you to like to your dreams, to that, you know, more of what you want your life to look like, if that makes sense. Okay. Like your life will end up being more what you want it to look like, but you have to open up to this like play energy here. All right, Spirit, what challenges may arise for the collective here with Mercury and Scorpio? What challenges may arise with for the collective with whoa. It's funny, I had a feeling I was gonna see that. Okay. So again, the challenge that may arise is like taking charge to make this happen, right? Like taking the steps that you need to take in order to make it happen for yourself. Because sometimes disengaging from, and I'm getting this in two ways. Maybe it's like you're like the queen of your world, whether it's not gender specific, but like everyone looks to you to like handle everything or take care of everything, or you know, like keep everything running smoothly, maybe in a household or maybe in your job. All right. And maybe you feel like you can't take a break because if you take a break, everything will fall apart without you. Right. But that's not the case because like I love it in this card here. At the same time as it's telling you to call in that playful energy, it's also giving you advice here, which says joyful friendships and loving help. If you're coming from a pure place, even though you might not be used to asking for help, when you can like ask for help and delegate to other people, that is a sign of maturity. All right. And it may be something you weren't receptive to up until now. And maybe you're coming to the realization like, wow, in order for me to like not to be like drained and in order for me to like be happy and have my own well-being is just as important as I make everybody else's well-being, right? So the amount of importance you put on everybody else's well-being, you should be putting that same amount of importance on your own well-being. Yeah, because it's like feeling like if you take a break, gilded regret. Like, you know, it's like that, oh, well, like if I take a break, well, then everything's going to fall apart and like nothing's going to go right. And like, no, it's like try to have confidence in the fact that things can be without your attention for, you know, like a day or two. You know what I mean? Or like if it's a situation that you just need to leave, you know, and I know that is easier said than done because if it was so easy, nobody would be in situations like that. But sometimes we stay in situations because we feel emotionally obligated or we feel like the person will fall apart without us or we're a horrible person for outgrowing a relationship or a friendship. Well, you're not, okay? Because your happiness is equally as important as everybody else's, right? And so if you're in a situation where that person is like that person's happiness is the focus, or that situation takes all your attention and you have nothing left for yourself, that is a clear sign that either the situation has to change, and we can't change other people, so all we can do is change ourselves, right? So, like, that regret, like, try to let that go, because you got to do you. You got to make sure that your happiness, it's not more important than anyone else's. It just comes first, if that makes sense. Okay. So, what other challenges? And there may be people, like, if you're trying to take this break, there may be people coming at you like, what are you, nuts? You can't go away. You can't leave. You can't take a break. So that may be a challenge where, like, they may come at you and try and, like, create a guilty feeling. Yeah, again, and it's like something you guys may struggle with this. It says, is this me? Right? But yeah, it is the true you. It is the grown you, right? Sometimes when we grow and we develop and we expand, we sometimes look back and we're like, wow, is this even like really me? Like, why am I thinking like this? I was always okay with this. Why is it I want to change now? Because you're growing and you're expanding. We're not meant to stay the same. We're not meant to be the people we were 5 years ago. We're not meant to be the same people we were 10 years ago. We're not meant to be the same people we were 20 years ago. So the thing is in 5 and 10 years from now, we're going to be totally different. That's the point, is like to expand and progress and develop. Open like the lotus. Yeah, there's an energy here, like, where it's like, nah, I can't leave. This is like what I deserve. This is what's meant for me. So that may be a feeling that creeps in, especially with the Scorpio energy, because Scorpio is all about digging things up from the bottom, okay? And again, so these things all the way from the bottom, and this can be our, our soul, our psyche, these can be inner child wounds. And these things that we thought we buried and we thought we suppressed or repressed or whatever, or we thought, oh, I'm over it. These things may come up to the surface. The point is to allow them to come to the surface, because just like the rainwater, these emotions will go up to the surface, be cleansed and purified, and then travel back down. And this is like spiritually or like divinely guided, okay? All right. Okay, they're telling me enough for challenges. All right, and so Spirit, let me get a couple of these. This is one of my favorite decks. This actually deals with the angels of the Tree of Life. And so if you know anything about like sacred geometry and yada, 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 you'll enjoy these. Okay, or like Kabbalah. These are directly related to the beliefs of the Kabbalah, which is the Tree of Life, okay? It's that, again, as humans, we're down here, and our purpose in the lifetime, in this incarnation, is to ascend up the Tree of Life, all right? And then that's where the bliss and the purity and the joy and the miracles are, and we're all literally programmed, we're all made with those ingredients. But the human life kind of keeps us aware of only what's down here until we have that awakening, or until we have that growth and development, that epiphany, that that awakening, or that like consciousness, like the consciousness of the unconscious, okay? Instead of being on autopilot, we're looking at things from that larger perspective, larger picture. So what is supporting our collective for Mercury and Scorpio? Spirit, what is supporting the collective? Please, what is supporting? Oh, beautiful. Love it. Again, with that purity, that purification. I love it. It's the null. It's the void. It's the beginning. See how fresh, and it's the dawn of a new day. Isn't that so beautiful? Open heart. Nothing weighing you down. It's like that light, pure. And look, they're like in pure bliss. They're meditating. It's that beginning. It's the beginning of a fresh new start. That purification. Isn't it so pretty? Oh, I love this. What else is supporting our collective? I love this. Look how pretty that is. I'm sorry, I just can't get over it. What else is supporting our collective? Yeah, love it. Endurance. See, this is the right leg of the tree. And see all the weight on his back? So what's supporting you is you are going to, like, I love this because see all the weight on his back right here? He's carrying all this weight. He's endured all these obligations and all of this, weight of the world, right? Weight of life, weight of the world. But see the water down here? See how much water there is? Water is emotion. But what I'm getting is the way this is supporting it. As soon as you put something heavy into water, it becomes buoyant. And it's not a burden anymore. Right? But it's like if he keeps trying to carry the burden and try to wade through all this water, he's going to drown. So what is supporting you here is let the burden drop. Otherwise, you're going to drown in your emotion. Phew, excuse me. I feel called for this one. Yep. Angel of Annihilation. Okay. Annihilation is like, and I don't know if you guys are like familiar with like that video game like Mortal Kombat. Like, I don't know. I think that still exists. It reminds me of Raiden, like the lightning god. You know what I mean? So what I feel like is this may come through a tower moment. Like the universe is going to, if you don't set this burden down, the universe is going to do it for you. Do you know what I mean? Like either you do it your way or the divine is going to step in and be like, you want to carry that burden? Okay. With lightning. And if you know anything about tarot, the tower moment is like divine intervention. And what it does is it tears down faulty foundations or faulty structures. Structures that are already faulty. So what I'm feeling like is you are going to get a tower moment unless you set this down. Okay. And it may have already happened for you. I don't know. For some of you, it may have already happened. How else is the universe supporting our collective for Mercury and Scorpio? Interesting. Look at right leg, left leg. Love it. And how it's supporting you. The left leg is submission. What this means, see how they're pointing up? I don't know if you can see that. Where is it? Right here. See how they're pointing upward? That's towards the spiritual. That's like, give it to God, release it. Stop trying to like worry about like what will happen if I do this. Like if I leave this situation, if I drop this burden, what's going to happen to everybody? What's going to happen to this? No, this is about like trusting that you will be fine and that everything will work out for the best of everybody. Does that make... Sorry guys, I got a call. So does that make sense? Right? So it's this energy of just like give it, like surrender what the outcome will look like and just have faith that it's going to work out for everybody's best and highest good. Not just for you, like everybody involved, even though it may seem very hard to drop the situation, drop the burden, walk away from something, understand that it may hurt quickly for a second or may be uncomfortable for everybody for a second, like a Band-Aid, but then it heals and then it's better for everybody and everybody will benefit. Everybody will progress. Everybody will move forward. Everybody will gain, right? So whatever action this is, by you dropping the burden, it may seem like you're taking something away from somebody or something. It may seem that you're being a bad person. It may seem like you should be guilty over it, but guess what? everybody will actually gain from this, and it would actually be for the betterment of everybody involved. And so I don't know whoever that's for, but that came through like really strong. Like, just submit and know that it's going to be okay for everybody. It's going to be better than okay. Like, doing this will actually like bring in abundance and bring in blessings for everybody, right? It's our ego that wants to stay and hold on to things because we're like, well, either we've always done it, we were taught that that's the right thing to do. But look at this guy. He's literally ready to drown. It's not the right thing to do if you're drowning or have the potential of drowning. Then it's not the right thing to do. And that's just faulty programming in society. Because we are born that we are just as valuable and just as worthy as everybody else. We are all equally beautiful and meant for joy, bliss, miracles, in abundance. We're all meant for that. All of us. It's just sometimes our programming starts to weigh us down and make us believe that this is our place. This is not your place. Okay? Just let it go. Like, energetically, just trust that it's going to work out in everybody's best interest. I love this. Wow. Yeah, baby. Love this. Yo. Okay. I love this. So on the bottom of the deck, we have Uriel, Angel of Fire, because through the fire comes purification. It also comes creation, right? So where fire will destroy whatever is this tower, right, is going to destroy whatever's unsturdy anyways, right? And as you look back after lightning strikes, you're going to be like, man, that's on fire, like burning up. Nothing left but cinders, ash, and soot. But what happens from that is this becomes the most fertile place of growth, abundance, and prosperity. That's also what fire brings. Fire brings destruction, but it also brings creation and purification. That's beautiful. We then have Angel of Song, because it's like you're hearing the call. You're hearing like your highest self's message to you, like, hey, you are meant for something more beautiful. You're meant for something better than this. Your life is supposed to be better than this feeling. Okay? So you're hearing the call, and I love it. And you're being led to like purify the situation. See the fire right here? That's passion. All right? And then I love it. Oh my God. It's the left eye and it's knowledge. Because this is not this kind of knowledge. This is this knowledge. And it's like Shakespeare said, like, know thyself. Okay? Because when you know thyself, then you can be the best, very best version of yourself that there possibly is. You can actually make an impact on the world and like make an impact on the world. But you can't do that if you're drowning in burden. You can only make that impact and live that amazing, wonderful, beautiful life of your dreams, okay, if you are true to your own heart. Okay, I love that. So without being repetitive, I'm going to let that one go. And so, Spirit, so what might people expect to manifest in their physical experience? What manifestations will people most likely experience? Will the collective most likely experience with Mercury and Scorpio? Okay, one more. Oh, well, I'll take it. Okay, yep. You'll start to see that, like, the seeds that you've planted are beginning to, like, bear small little fruits, right? So it's like when you plant seeds, I wish this was, like, not so, there we go. When you plant seeds, you're like not sure. Like, you're like, what's happening under that soil? I don't see anything. Well, this is the energy of you're going to start to see like little bits, little like seedlings starting to poke through the ground. Okay. Like the energy of like really seeing tangible results of like all the hard labor that you've been putting in, right? You're going to start to see little growths in little things. All right. So also in the physical world. All right, I'm not taking these, but I'm going to mention them. On the bottom of the deck, underlying energy is like, I feel like you have been doing a lot of soul searching right now. You may have like, we have the Seven of Swords underneath. So it's like you may have been like taking a break from others, or you may have been like very quiet, like all up in like your thoughts. You're trying to find answers within. Okay, you're like going within and you're trying to find answers. The Hermit is like the spiritual master, it's like the Zen master who like knows all the answers, right? So I feel like that's what you're doing right now. And maybe like you've cut off communication with people, or maybe you're just not telling anybody about what you're thinking about or what you're doing or what you're considering. Yeah, because we have the moon here, and the moon is again hidden information. But in this moon, I don't know if you could see it. Let's see. I wish this would focus up. All right, I wish you could see this better. I don't know why this doesn't focus. Anyways, let's see. I don't know if you can see it here. She has this mask. So she like took off her mask and she's beginning to use her intuition, because that mask is what makes us do this. Like stay in situations where we're carrying a burden out of obligation, because what will people think, or what will people say about me? Like if I don't stay in this job, or I don't stay in this relationship or situation, what are people going to say? Or, how's that going to look? Well, this is about being true to our own hearts, right? So we can manifest our dream life, all right? And it's about using your intuition and understanding that it's okay to take the mask off. It's okay to take that programming off, that conditioning. Yeah, that might have been the way it was in your family for 100 million years, but you're going to be the one to break that cycle. Yeah, and then again, I take this in two ways. It's the Three of Cups. So it can be either like getting back together with like old friends, or like a celebratory energy. Like after taking off this mask, you feel like celebrating. But it can also be, again, that feeling of like, I'm worried about what others will think. Like, what will others think? What will they say about me? I feel like that could come up for maybe not all of you, but some of you. All right. So, Spirit, how else will this energy, Mercury and Scorpio, manifest in the collective's physical experience? Oh. Yep. The Tower. There it is. Okay. You see the lightning coming in to burn down that tree that's already like, cracked down the middle. I wish this was clearer. I don't know. All right. Anyways, you see the tower there. And the thing is the people in this tree, like, they knew that it was starting to get stormy outside, right? They knew that like lightning was a coming, but they stayed inside the tree. So if you see lightning coming towards your home, are you just going to sit in there and wait for it? I mean, you might, because like, man, I don't want to go. But if you don't do it your way, the universe is going to come in and do it for you. So that's for whoever needs to hear it. How else might this energy manifest in the collective's physical experience? Oh, that's awesome. Five of Cups in reverse. So again, it's going to make you feel relieved. Because what I get right now is like, yeah, you're carrying this burden. Yeah, you're obligated to it. Yeah, you feel like it's your job. Yeah, you feel loyal to a situation maybe that makes you feel like you're drowning. All right. But there is pain under here. This person, he's not like whistling while he works here. This is hard, arduous labor. Like, this person is like maybe beginning to resent how heavy this burden has become. Right? So the way this will manifest in your physical experience is the frustration, resentment, and regret will be lifted, right? This can also be like guilt, and it could be like guilt of guilty for not being true to yourself. Like, I deserve better than this man, but I gotta stay. Or, oh, I gotta be here. I deserve better. I want better. I want my dream life, but if I leave, somehow I'm a bad person, or somehow I'm not fulfilling what I'm not, what will everybody think? Okay. And so again, it's about releasing the regret. Like, man, I never got to do what I wanted. That feeling will lift. But you gotta drop that burden and live true to your heart, whatever that is. Okay, give me one more for how this will manifest in the physical world, and then give me one more for the Four of Pentacles. One more for the Four of Pentacles. Here. Whoa. What? Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So some of you, maybe not all, but some of you are going to try to hold on. Okay? You may feel the need to hold on, or this may be others trying to hold on to you. So this could go both ways. Take it as it applies. But this Tower here is going to like force whatever unsturdy situation to be taken away. It's going to force it out of your life. So there may be an energy, either you or people around you, that they may try to control or hold on or, not let go of this situation. All right, so Spirit, what's your advice in regards to this for our collective? What's the advice? Okay, yep, work and become a master. What else? Okay. So what I'm getting here is advice, is Eight of Pentacles with the spider here. It's about working. It's about mastering something, putting the hard work in. And it's also about, hold on, let's see if we can see it here. Like creating, it's about like creating like something strong for yourself. So this could be like building a business. It could be working to create like a home. This is something in the tangible world, Eight of Pentacles. So it could be like working to create like working to create just working to create something tangible, substantial, right? So that could be like maybe a new home, maybe, a new business, maybe just like putting work into yourself, maybe going to the gym or something but something like a physical work here. All right. Maybe working more hours so you can, catch more flies, you know what I mean? Like, so you can like grow your finances and buy a home or something. Your other advice is the Six of Swords in reverse. So where the Six of Swords is like move away, and you see how she's just like taking a nap here. She's totally avoiding whatever this is, because she just wants to be at peace and sleep and not be bothered. In this deck, that's what that is. This comes in this way. So no, you might actually have to like stand up for yourself and like say, hey, look I'm working on myself. Like, I'm physically working on myself. Like, you might have to like actually like say something in defense of yourself. Spirit, what is the Six of Swords here as an advice for the collective? Six of Swords advice. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Love it. You might actually have to say, like, I'm ready to stand in that full energy. I'm ready to take a leap of faith. I'm ready to, like, be okay. The Fool is the opposite of this card. It's like, I don't want to carry that heavy baggage anymore that makes me feel like I'm going to drown. This could be with a situation, a person, or it could be within you. This could be old wounds that you've carried all these years, or, you know, old situations or old thought processes or old stories you've told yourself. It could be whatever that is for you. All right. But it's like saying here, like, you know what? I'm going to stay here. I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to put the hard work in to make what I want happen. And, you know, even though I might be scared, or in the past there was like a broken heart or fear or doubt, I want to go away from this now. Like, I want to take the leap of faith and have joy and bliss and like an unburden. I want to drop these burdens. I want to like not have baggage. Like, I want to leave this baggage in the past. I'm ready to like leave this crap behind, and I'm ready to like for a fresh, brand new start. And again, it's that same energy, different deck of null, the void, the beginning, the fresh start. I love it. 2 different decks, same energy. Beautiful. All right. So Spirit, what else do we have for everyone today? Any other advice, or what else? Oh, guys, love it. Wish. On. Wish. Make a wish with a dandelion in the wind, because again, live in that energy where you make that wish and you have that like blind faith. Like, my wishes can come true. I deserve to have wishes come true. I deserve it. I'm back. This is the energy we're born with, is this pure, beautiful, and then life, you know, weighs us down. So it's time to start really knowing that you deserve for wishes to come true. You deserve to have your wishes. This dream life, you deserve this. You don't have to stay obligated, tied down, or burdened by anything. That's not what life is supposed to be. So this energy is very much going to make you see what is and what isn't in regards to that. Let me get another. Love it. Opportunities and surprises. Oh, I love it, guys. Stop it. Okay, I love it. I love it. So opportunities. Unfurl like a fern without warm sunlight. Oh my God. And guys, like, you can't friggin' make it up. Hold on. Where is it? Sorry, I gotta pull it out because to confirm. Look at it. I love it. Open like the lotus, unfurl like the fern without sunlight. So even in the muck and in the darkness, right? And in these turbulent waters, in the darkness, open like a flower, unfurl like a fern. Isn't that amazing? Surprises. See, you'll be surprised, pleasantly surprised. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. Aww. You're going to find things deep within you, that deep Scorpio energy, and you're going to be like, wow, illuminated. Oh, I love this reading for you guys. Love you guys. Thanks for joining me. I hope this helps, and I hope you have a beautiful day. I will be sharing a couple more videos in the next few days. How the 1111 energy will affect feminines. If you haven't checked it out yet, I already have one for how it will affect masculine energy up on the playlist. And I'm also going to do a few more readings in regards to the new moon. And then we also have Jupiter going into Pluto. And I think there's one other like planetary transit or something that I'm going to do a reading on. But anyways, if you guys want to be notified, go ahead and hit the little bell next to the subscribe button. If this message resonated with you, or you feel like it might resonate with somebody else, please like it and share. And if you guys want to book a personal reading, goddesstogoodness.com. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Bye.